My name is Trevor, and I've done a little over $1.1 million online, cash collected, in a couple of years of running different online businesses at the age of 22. Now, not all of that is profit. I don't actually have $1.1 million in my bank account. I'm going to be totally honest and upfront about that. But I've done pretty well for myself considering the fact that just 3 or 4 years ago, I was stuck in a college dorm that literally looked like a prison cell with maybe a couple hundred or maybe a couple $1,000s to my name at the most. And the reason I'm creating this video is I was sitting out here on the balcony last night. I'm just chilling on the balcony right now in Tampa Bay, Florida. I was sitting out here last night thinking about some stuff. I was thinking about my journey and my story, and it actually inspired me to go out of my way to look at how people are currently being taught how to make money online. Because for me, when I went through my journey, and I've obviously had a lot of obstacles and things and troubles and things like that that I've run into, I had a couple of realizations that allowed me to have this success. And currently looking at the landscape of the online business space and the make money online space, there's a lot of problems that I have with it. And I'm a firm believer that if everyone is being taught this one thing or being taught these couple things, if you want to truly find success, you have to do things a little bit differently. And you have to operate in a different way than what most people are doing to get results that most people do not have. And I'm going to talk about my thinking and my thought process around that and how that fuses into my story of how I found success in this video. So, in order to start off with my story, we have to go all the way back to 2020 when COVID first hit. I was a senior in high school, and I was basically just on track to live the average life. I was, about to graduate high school. I was about to go into college to be a mechanical engineer as my major, and I was about to just do that for 4 years and then go make like 100 to 150K per year, live a decent life, build a family, all that stuff. But for some reason, towards the end of high school, especially when COVID was hitting, I had this like weird realization that, and maybe it's insecurity, maybe it's narcissism, I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I started developing this obsession to be great. And the problem is then I started looking into ways to make money online, but everyone around me was just like making fun of me. So I had friends, especially as I was starting to go into college at the tail end of 2022. I started looking into ways to make money online. I started even trying a couple things. I tried affiliate marketing, I tried drop shipping. I found a little bit of results with them, but nothing too substantial, nothing like you see people talk about on social media. But everyone around me was making fun or like throwing subtle jokes, and it really just pissed me off. But like anyone should that's getting that, you have to kind of just push through that. And if you're trying to do anything exceptional in your life, you're going to get people like that because they want to keep you at their level. They're scared of you passing them up and seeing results that they know deep down that they can't get. So you're going to get that shit. And I knew that. So, anyways, I started looking into ways to make money online. But here's the problem I had. The first realization I had is that everybody online at the time was teaching how to make money online with dropshipping, how to make money with affiliate marketing, how to run your own SMMA. But I actually realized pretty quickly that all of these people were actually running the same exact business. So they tell you to run all these different business models, but they're running the same business. What do I mean? Well, they're running a course or a coaching program, and they have an audience on social media where they sell that to. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but you need to understand that first. Everyone's telling you that affiliate marketing is the best business model, SMMA is the best business model, doing sales is the best business model. These people are doing the best business model, and they're not telling you about it. The best business model out there is to create content on social media and sell some sort of product or service to that audience. And that's what all of you guys should eventually be striving towards doing. Here's the problem though. In order to do that type of business, you need to have some sort of expertise or you need to have some sort of knowledge or skill that you can teach to others. And most people aren't at that level yet. And I know for certain when I was first getting started at 18 years old, I really didn't have much life experience. I didn't have any skills or anything like that. I didn't really have any like trials and tribulations. So I couldn't do that. So that's the first thing, and I'll talk about how that applies in a second. The second thing I realized, every business model works. Dropshipping works, affiliate marketing works, crypto works, day trading works, running an SMMA works, doing sales works. Everything that you've probably heard of, it probably works. The only difference between you and the people that make it work, the people that make it work have skills, and that's why they make it work. They have skills and experience. And so, what's a lot smarter, and this is what I realized, the first principle and the second principle in tandem together, I realized that instead of like trying to run my own business and instead of trying to try all these different business models, I need to focus on acquiring skills first. And that's exactly what I did. So, the business model that I actually chose and decided to go with was being an appointment setter. Basically, as an appointment setter, you would go in and work with a business that's selling some sort of info product, selling like coaching or an online course or something like that. And you would basically set appointments, manage their DMs, and make money for them. And the reason why I did this at the time and my thought process behind it was, number one, it would allow me to see the ins and outs of somebody that's making a lot of money running the best business model. Again, the best business model is to create content and sell some sort of course or coaching program. So if you go in and be an appointment setter for one of these kind of businesses, you can see how they run their shit so that you can eventually do it yourself. The second thing is it allowed me to build the skill of sales. And building the skill of sales is by far the most important thing that got me to the point I am today. Because not only did it help me make money, you get good at sales, you make money, blah, blah, blah. But it also, and nobody talks about this, it also got me good at speaking. And that's what I needed. I was a young, introverted man. I didn't know how to talk to people very well. Doing sales got me good at speaking, which now allows me to create content like this. It allows me to talk to people in person. It allows me to have charisma. It allows me to have all this stuff, which is insanely valuable to any business model that you try. And so I realized that if I were able to build the skill of sales, get good at speaking, make 5 to 10K per month still, but see the ins and outs of how people actually run info product businesses, I could eventually down the line do that myself. So basically, I went in as an appointment setter. This business model was, being an appointment setter and doing sales, it's a little bit harder and it's a little bit more boring, but it actually works. That's the thing. Whereas like things like drop shipping, things like copywriting, things like more of like crypto and more of the things that people are talking about today, like they have more earning potential. You can make a lot of money with it and you can get rich overnight. But there's a reason why these programs have like a 5 to 10% success rate with these business models. Anyways, I decided to be an appointment setter. I went in and I was actually working, ironically enough, in a business that taught you how to make money with affiliate marketing. And first month of appointment setting, I made about $3,000, which was incredible. Changed my life, changed my perspective on everything. Second month was about 4,000. Third month was about 5,000. And so while I was working inside of this business, I basically saw the ins and outs of how they ran their stuff, and I very easily was able to learn how they make their money and how it all works and how it all pieces together. And so after finding a little bit of success as an appointment setter, I actually came across an incredible opportunity, probably because I was good at sales and I knew how to actually talk to people from learning appointment setting. And I came across a great opportunity where I met up with one of my business partners. His name is Alex Robinson. I actually live with him. He's literally right over there. We met up and we decided to start a business together. In that business, he had the idea already. He just needed somebody to take care of doing appointment setting and doing sales. So I took my skill as an appointment setter out of this first business and started working with this guy, Alex Robinson, and we started our own agency. I was going to do appointment setting and I was going to do sales every single day for that business, and he was going to take care of the rest. And things ended up working really well. Basically, we started an agency where we were going to help coaches and consultants scale their business, make more money. And I already had a loose idea of how to do this because I had worked inside of a business that was already making millions of dollars every single month doing appointment setting for them. And so this allowed me to replicate that same success into smaller businesses. We started an agency. It took off like crazy. We grew it to $50,000 per month. I was doing appointment setting and sales every single day for that business, and I was working my ass off doing it. I was like, it's literally like working two full-time jobs. I was doing appointment setting for like 6 hours a day, and then another like 8 hours a day. I was actively selling over the phone, and then I'd go to the gym, and then I'd go to bed, and I'd do that literally Monday through Sunday every day for about a year. And that's why you guys see me post so much on YouTube, because creating content like this is so easy for me, and it's not hard to stay consistent because I had to do that for a whole year. Basically, though, after putting in all those reps, we scaled the agency to about 50K per month. I was a 50-50 partner inside of that. So was making a good amount of money, and a lot of that was profit too. But most importantly of all, it got me good at speaking. It got me good at sales. It built me good discipline, and I was able to roll those skills over into the next thing that I decided to do. So after building that agency and doing really well, we actually, in that agency, we hired our first appointment setter. So I was sick of working like 14 hours a day. Eventually you just can't do that. It's not sustainable. You can do it for a short amount of time though. Like I did it for a year every day. That's doable, but you can't do that for like 5 to 10 years. And so basically, we hired an appointment setter to help take over the appointment setting piece from me. So again, I was doing appointment setting and closing. We hired the appointment setter to do the appointment setting, so I would just focus on doing the closing. And this guy, his name is Fabio. Shout out to him if he's watching this video. Um, I was doing closing, and I was also managing him and making sure that he was doing good. And inside of that business, making 50K per month, we hired him, and I basically helped him um, with appointment setting, helped him understand what he needed to do. And the biggest thing that I realized after doing that, and after working with that guy Fabio, which we still talk all the time, but he actually inspired me that I have a passion outside of just making money to start actually helping people. So inside of this agency, we're working with people who are 30, 40 years old who don't really share anything in common with us. A lot of these people are a little bit more like, they're a little bit more mature. They're like stuck in their beliefs, and they're not like, I'm not going to be friends with a 30 or 40-year old, right? So running this agency was good. We were making 40, 50K per month every single month, but the people we were working with, it wasn't anything too fun. We were changing lives. We were making people a lot of money. We were getting flown out to do this, that, and the third. Things were going well. We were getting $5,000 a month retainers. Things were going great, but the people we were working with, it just wasn't too enjoyable. And so when I started coaching up this guy, Fabio, to do appointment setting inside of our business, I actually found that I have a deep rooted passion for helping young men go down the same exact journey that I went down. And again, there are a ton of misconceptions in the online business space, because some people run businesses where they sell courses and coaching programs, but they're just doing it to make money. They're not doing it because they actually want to help people. And you can kind of tell those people usually just by the way that they carry themselves and how they market themselves. I realized though that deep down, I already had the money, so money was never a problem at that point anymore. I realized that I actually have a passion for coaching people and helping people, and my one-on-one students that I currently work with can vouch for this, because I'm like talking to people all the time on Discord and helping people out. But basically, say that to say, that passion for helping young men go down the same exact journey that I went through actually ultimately birthed what I do now. So I still do a little bit of agency work. I still help people scale their business from time to time on the side. But it's slowed down a little bit, because now I actually help people with the same exact journey that I went through, because there were a lot of things that I learned. There were a lot of, hurdles that I had to overcome, and I want to help more people. I want to help young men between the ages of, I don't know, 16 to like 28, anywhere in that range, learn how to make money online. And I usually work with people who are tired of the education system, they're tired of the school system, or they're tired of like the matrix, as cringe as it is to say it like that. They don't want to work a corporate job for the rest of their lives, and they want to be great. They want to be exceptional for whatever reason. Maybe they want to make a lot of money to go travel the world, or maybe they want to give back to their family, or maybe they want to, whatever that reason is for you. That's the people that I usually work with, and I actually love what I do now. And ironically enough, inside of this business that I now run, where I coach people go through the same process, I actually make less money than I did at the peak of the agency, but it's so much more fun. Like, I actually love helping people. And so I say that to say, if you're somebody right now and you watch this video and you got some value out of this, the first thing that I can recommend for you is to stop looking into the easy and the fast ways to make money. So there are people out there that are going to try to sell you their course or their coaching program by saying, I have the best business model and I can help you make a ton of money, 5 to 10K per month, really fast and really easy with this one business model. You need to stop watching content and stop watching shit like that and stop buying things like that. Instead, what you should be looking for, while everybody zigs, you zag. So everybody else is going to go for that stuff. This video isn't going to have millions of views. So while everybody is looking into the easy and the fast ways to make money online, you need to look for the ways that are a little bit harder, but they're focused on building skills. And they actually have a high probability of finding success. So what do I mean? Well, two come to mind immediately. There's copywriting and there's doing remote sales. Basically, you're going to want to choose one of those two business models. Copywriting is great for building the skill of marketing, which is incredibly valuable. Sales is good for building the skill of sales. I actually have a slight bias towards doing sales because that's what I personally did. And I think it also gets you better at speaking to people and building relationships with people. So I'd actually argue that you should do sales if you're looking into choosing a business model. But again, look for something that actually takes work. Look for something that's a little harder and it's a little more of a boring business model, but it'll actually find you success. And so if you've gotten some value out of this video and if you learned a couple things and you basically want more of your beliefs to be shattered and you realize that you've been thinking about this stuff the wrong way the whole time, then I would encourage you to work with me one-on-one as your coach. I actually coach people on the side, one-on-one, every single day. And I help people go through this same exact transformation of complete beginner, learning new skills, making money online for the first time, to making their first 5 to 10K per month. And maybe you think making 5 to 10K per month would be awesome, or maybe you don't even think it would be possible. But I promise you, just about anyone can do it if you put in the work and if you pick a business model that actually focuses on building skills rather than making a ton of money. And when you build skills, it always comes into fruition in the end. And so again, I coach people one-on-one to go through this entire process. And I have 2 more spots open for coaching people one-on-one. Since I actually coach people one-on-one, I can't go and work with like a million people. It just wouldn't make sense. I have 2 spots left, and then I'm going to pause my one-on-one coaching program to make sure that every single person that does sign up gets my full undivided one-on-one attention. 2 spots left. If you decide you want to join and if you decide you're interested, maybe you're not ready yet, go watch some of my YouTube videos and like sell yourself metaphorically. But if you're ready, I'll provide a link in the description for you to book a time with myself. You and I can jump on a conversation. I'm going to ask you some questions to see first if I can even help you. And then if I can, I'll run you through what it would look like to get started with me as your one-on-one coach. And yeah, 2 spots left. And I'm going to shut down the program. But if you guys are interested, you can book a time with me down below. But hopefully you guys got some value out of this video. If this is your first time seeing me, go watch some of my other videos and see for yourself if you would even want to work with me. If you don't, I'm not offended at all. If you do, cool. Let's get started. Let's change your life. But you guys take care and have a fantastic rest of your day.